he actually scammed me the first time and came back again to scam me again. To scam me again. Why? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma. Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'll be doing a story time on how I got scammed on Kufar. Kufar is a website where you buy, sell, whatever services you want, you can get it on Kufar. So I used Kufar to rent an apartment and I got scammed. So in this video, I'll be giving you all the details. I'll be putting screenshots of the text messages I had with the scammer. Yeah. So without wasting much time, let's just get right into this video. Sometime last month, that was in January, I decided to rent an apartment. I was really desperate to rent an apartment because I had a time frame based on what I was doing. So one morning I went on Kufar and I was really excited and happy to see an apartment that was affordable, which was $120. And I was like, wow, it looked nice, it looked beautiful, cute little apartment. In Kufar, when an advertisement is being made, at the end of the advertisement you see a tab for either call or write the person who made the advertisement. So in this particular advertisement, at the end there was no place to call and the person left a notice saying you should only write them through Viber. I was like, okay, so I took the number from the website and wanted to place a direct call. So I called them and the number wasn't going through. I was like, okay, maybe that's why the owner of the apartment decided to be messaged only through Viber. So I go on and send this person a message. Good morning, I'm so sorry, the Google Translate didn't translate this Russian to English very well, so there may be some funny English, so just bear with me. So I went on to message the person that I wanted to rent an apartment, and he replied that the apartment is still available, that if I want it, and how long do I want to rent the apartment for, and when do I want to see it. So I replied that I wanted to see the apartment today and I would like to rent the apartment for 1 year. So he goes ahead, sorry, I'm looking down my iPad, I need to read the conversation. So he goes ahead and tells me everything about the apartment. So he said he's the only one that lives in the apartment, that he just moved out recently, that it's a nice apartment, explain the utilities, how the money is going to be being paid and all that. So he said he's thinking how to get you right, that a lot of people, up to 15 people have messaged him about this apartment, that if he needs, he won't be around, that he won't have posted the advertisement. I'm like, okay, I understand that I really need the apartment and would love if he considers me when he's back on Tuesday for the apartment. He's like, okay, that he can help me out, that this is what we're going to do, that I can pay half of the apartment. He said he promises me that if I see the apartment and I don't like it, he's going to refund the money, but he assures that I'm going to like the apartment. I'm like, okay, let me secure this apartment. Remember desperation. And that was the first thing that led me into this mess. I was really desperate for this apartment. So I was like, okay, fine. He asked how I want to make the transfer, whether through card or I'll go to the bank and pay the money. Since I could make a transfer, I had some cash in my bank, I decided to do a transfer. Mind you, he said he was going to send his passport data of the passport page showing his details and also the registration page showing he's the real owner of the apartment, like he's the landlord of the apartment owner. I'm like, okay, this sounds genuine, no problem. He still insisted. I waited. He sent the picture of the his passport and the picture of the registration showing he's the owner. Everything has stamp. It looked legit. The profile picture of his Viber page and the picture from the passport was the same. So I didn't suspect nada. I just went ahead and sent him this money. I sent him proof of payment. He was like, okay, he's received the money. We are going to meet on Tuesday after 5 p.m. Everything, the address was given. Conclusion about the apartment, everything was set. I'm like, okay. I was excited. I have a new apartment, a fine, affordable apartment. 20 minutes later, thereabout, he comes and sends me a message. It was like, oh, that is a little problem, that he leased the apartment in my name, that he found out that the commissions were too much and he wants to get it back and pay it directly to them, something like that. I didn't understand what he was saying. Language barrier is something. So that I should use this link and ask for the refund, that when they give me the money on Tuesday when we meet, I'm going to give him I paid him 150 Belarusian rubles. Now on Tuesday when we meet, I'm going to give him the 150 Belarusian rubles that was refunded through that link. Mind you, I did not know that scammers do exist on Kufar, and they sent links, fake links. So I'm like, okay, since he sent me, I was still on the fact that he's a genuine person since he sent me his passport and his registration page. I'm like, okay, so I click on the link. The first thing I saw was the picture of the apartment. It had his name, it had the address, it had the amount that was leased. Everything looked like a kufar website, like kufar clean website. I did not know I was being scammed again. Then I proceed to ask for the refund. So I was asked to put a name and a phone number. So I go back to him and text him that they are requesting for a name and a phone number. He gave me his name and phone number. So I proceed. I go back to the site, I put his name and phone number, and I proceed. They asked for electronic mail. I go back to him and ask for his electronic mail. He was like, it's mine, I should put. The whole thing was just very, very stupid. I didn't really understand what was going on. So I'm like, okay, I didn't have an account with Kufar, so at that time I went to open an account with Kufar. I verified my email, and I went back to the site and put my email there. So I proceeded to the next page. By the time I got to the next page, you won't believe what they asked for. Card number, expiry date, the CVV, everything that needs to be there for a transaction to be made. That was when I was like, hold up, because what's going on here? You need a refund. Okay, there's no problem. So I go back to him. I'm like, they need card details. Oh, can I have your card details? Since maybe on your phone the website cannot work or what. So give me your card details. You need a refund. Let me help you take the money back. He's like, no, that has to be me. It has to be my card details. I'm like, what is wrong with this one? At this point, I didn't even know what was going on. I was still hanging up to the hope that it's legit and nothing is going on. So at that point, I'm like, I can't put my card details here. I don't just put my card details in anything I see online. So I called my friend immediately and emptied my whole account. I emptied it 0.00. I'm like, what do I have to lose? Even if I put my card details there, I will have to, the highest thing I'll do is to request for a new card. So I cleared my account and I put my account details. Then they asked me to tell them my account, my balance, the balance to verify it's me. I'm like, what's the meaning of this rubbish? How can a bank ask me to put my normal account, my account balance to verify it's me? I said, okay, now $0, that is what I have. People are not going to take a dime from me. So I went ahead to the next stage of the scam. They asked for OTP, the one-time password that the bank actually sent to make the transaction go through as like an SMS. So the bank delayed sending this thing. I think it took around 15 minutes, and before that I didn't know the bank had sent it. So I told him that the refund did not go through. He was like, why? So I sent him a screenshot that I did not receive the code. That can't he call Kufar since he wants a refund? Why can't he call Kufar? He said he's going to call them. That it's actually now I'm saying that they said that that they texted me the code, that I should enter the code from the text message. I'm like, okay. So that was when I found out that my bank had sent me the code. Now the code they sent me was 1DZC. 1DZC was in small letters. So every time I put it on the site, the small letters become cap locks. There's nothing I could do. So I still put it and the transaction did not go through. they told me that the pin is not correct and they're going to send me another one. So I screenshotted it and sent it to this guy, and this guy interpreted this Russian language as incorrect pin, that I did not put my right account balance, that's what the message is saying, that I should put my right account balance. This point I knew that it was bullshit, because I had gone on Kufar and read about scammers. I don't know what. Okay, I went on Kufar. The first message I saw was, do not do deals outside Kufar. Do not chat on Viber. Do not chat on WhatsApp. I'm like, this is what is going on right now. This guy is a scammer. And I just continued chatting with him because I had nothing to lose. I was just wishing that my money came back. That was why I was still having this conversation with him. I didn't even insult him. I was just trying to, God. It's really a funny, stupid experience. So I got a message from my bank that they needed that a transaction of 10,000 Russian rubles was about to leave my card. So I screenshotted it and sent to this guy. 10,000 Russian rubles. Is that the 150 Belarusian rubles refund? Because I am not understanding. So I sent him like, why is it written 10,000 Russian rubles? He's like, he does not know that did I put the right account balance that they said I should put it. I'm like, what is this rubbish? So I told him, okay, he asked me to try it again. I lied to him that I was going to try it again. I didn't do anything. Then he told me, have I done it? I'm like, yes. What happened? I'm like, they did not give me any code. Nothing happened. So he told me I should click on the site again and like redo everything. I'm like, I'm not going to do. I just sent him one place they asked for code or whatever. I'm like, I'm not going to do it anymore again. That we're going to meet on Tuesday. If he doesn't want to call the Kufa people, that there's no point. He now said I should try another card. I'm like, I'm not going to try another card. He should give me his card. He's like, no, that he cannot give me his card. I should re-enter my details again. I'm like, that's not possible and I'm not going to do it. I was tired of the back and forth. I was not going to do it again. So we just stopped there. It was like, okay. That was the last discussion I had with him. So after that, I went to Kufa and read details about how they actually scam on Kufa. Kufa said they make the products so cheap. They lie to you. They ask you to text them on Viber instead of chatting there in the Kufa app itself. And yeah, so basically that was how everything with me was playing out, and I knew that I had been scammed. But I was just hoping that my money that I gave to him, rubbish hope, yes, because it didn't come back. So I messaged my friend and I told him about it, and I told him to act like a white person and see if this guy will say, oh, the apartment is still secure since I paid. So he sent this guy a message, and the same thing he said, that a lot of people have sent him a message that even knew he won't be in town, that he won't put up the ad till he comes back on Tuesday. So my friend was like, okay. Then the guy came back and said that he can help him, that if my friend pays half of the apartment, that he can tell other people that the apartment is already taken. That's how my friend was like, oh, he did not even answer him anymore. So at this point, I'm like, this is, why did this happen to me? I would have used that money to do a lot of things. But anyways, the most annoying part in all this, like in everything that happened that day, was he actually scammed me the first time and came back again to scam me again. Oh. To scam me again. Why? And after this whole thing happened, I read in between the lines and I saw how stupid it was. Like everything that happened, it was really, really stupid. I was not seeing clearly. And I was really happy that this scamming didn't happen twice, because it can't even happen twice. I'm really careful with my details. It can't even happen 2 times. So I messaged Kufa and they told me that this is what happens and people scam a lot, that I should report the case to the police, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, I'm going to report the case to the police. So I told my mom about it. She told me I should not worry reporting to the police. And then again, I was like, what's the point? The money is gone, the account may not even exist anymore, the police may not really help me. To just ask me question, I have to come and give statement back and forth. So I just let the whole thing be. So my advice to anybody using kufar: don't chat outside kufar. Chat in the messaging app in kufar, and you should be careful of links. Even paying through kufar, like there are lots of scammers. It's like they live in kufar. They do lots of things. The fake website looks exactly like kufar. If you go to kufar, you can read about the fake website and the real website. So it will help you not to fall a victim. But it was really stupid of me. But things happen, and lessons learned. It's not gonna happen anymore. So yeah, guys, that's that. And message to my scammer. Vengeance is of the Lord, guys. Vengeance is of the Lord. There's nothing a girl can do. Vengeance is of the Lord, but it's not nice. Like, people that scam people, it's really not a nice practice. Like, it's not just it. Like, why scam? Why? Like, what will you stand to gain from it? Anyways, that's all for today's story time. Thank you so much for watching. If you've gotten up to this point, should I say, leave a butterfly emoji. Yeah, gotten up to this point, leave a butterfly emoji. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comment. I really appreciate you all. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider subscribing before you exit this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Ciao. Das Vidania. Tschüss. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiederhören. That's rubbish. Anyways, bye.